In this video, I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite dishes of all times, meatballs and gravy. So we're going to start by making homemade Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. So here I have half of an Italian herb loaf, and what you want to do is go ahead and cut that into even large sized chunks. Dump all of that bread onto a baking tray, then spread it out nice and evenly. Bake that in a preheated oven for 30 minutes, stirring occasionally until all of your bread has completely dried out. If you want to be completely positive it's dry, I recommend just cracking one of the bigger pieces open. So here we have some absolutely incredible Italian herb flavored croutons. To turn them into breadcrumbs, all you got to do is let them cool for at least 30 minutes, then drop them into a high-powered food processor and pulse until you reach your desired consistency. For this recipe, you want them to look just like this. And once yours do, you can store them in a glass jar. They should last up to 5 days at room temperature. Now here we have 2 pounds of 80/20 ground beef, and to that go ahead and add 1 cup of your breadcrumbs, 1 tablespoon garlic powder, 1 tablespoon onion powder, 1/2 tablespoon Italian seasoning, 1/2 teaspoon red pepper flakes, and 1 cup of finely diced yellow onion. Now you want to really make sure to mix everything until extremely well combined, then measure out your meatballs. Each one of my meatballs are 2.5 ounces or 94 grams. I like to use a kitchen scale, but that's totally optional. Just make sure they're all relatively the same size. Now turn your stovetop on medium-high heat. I'm using the same Dutch oven that I used to bake the bread. And to that Dutch oven, add 2 to 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And once it's lightly smoking, go ahead and add in your meatballs, making sure not to overcrowd your Dutch oven. You want to cook them 2 minutes to 3 minutes per side until they have a beautiful crust just like this on at least 2 of those sides. Then go ahead and remove those from your Dutch oven. Now you want to add 1 cup of chopped yellow onions straight in and go ahead and cook those for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you can see all that beautiful fond at the bottom of your pot, and that's exactly what you want. That's good flavor right there, y'all. At this point, add 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour straight in, stir until all of your onion has been coated with flour. Then let that cook over medium-high heat for 2 minutes, stirring constantly. This removes that raw flour taste. Now add 1 teaspoon of low-sodium soy sauce along with 4 3/4 cups of water, making sure to continuously whisk while pouring. I let this simmer for 20 minutes, but you could go even longer if you prefer your gravy a little darker. At this point, taste it. Mine needs a big pinch of coarse kosher salt, and then we add in the meatballs. Put your lid back on and let that simmer over medium heat until the meatballs are fork tender. This usually takes me about 45 minutes. Then I like to add some fresh chopped parsley for color and herbaceousness. Taste it, add final seasonings if you deem that necessary, then serve over buttery mashed potatoes or even rice for a perfectly delicious weeknight meal every time.